I head up the UK and European partnerships for Wise Platform. And Wise Platform is basically all the magic of Wise brought to our customers, but also for our infrastructure product that basically banks and financial institutions will use and leverage the Wise network today.
Okay, and what about your expansion plans? What's your sort of strategy, going forward for the next 12 months or so?
Sure, so Wise has around 12 million customers that are directly working with us, so they have Wise accounts and they move money using wise.com today. But what we understand is that not every single person in the world is going to download the wise.com app, and for any reason they might still want to use their domestic bank. So what we try and do is we partner with their bank and we basically power the international payments part of that journey. So often banks today are really great at the domestic banking part, but cross-border payments has been broken for quite a long time. So it's quite slow, it's really costly, and we're trying to change that basically. So our mission is to make it instant, it's to make it transparent, it's to make it convenient, and it's to make it eventually free for customers. So we work with partners to basically access more customers and help them save money.
So just on partnerships, I mean, what are the sort of the key benefits of working with Wise? I mean, how do you work, for example, with the likes of Monzo, N2020 and others?
So basically what a bank can do is they can leverage the network that we spent about a decade building. So we have around 80 plus countries where we can have local connectivity. So that means we can move money really quickly, really seamlessly. So we have local bank partners, or we're directly integrated into the payment system there. And it means that customers get a really great experience where they know when that money is going to arrive, that it's a much lower cost than what they're used to, and also we're really transparent on pricing. So we're always upfront. We use the mid-market FX rate and we give a breakdown of fees. So those banks basically leverage our infrastructure via API and they provide that to their customers. So right now we're working with lots of the digital players and moving more into some work with the incumbent banks as well across the world.
Yeah, and you've talked about this a bit already, but what are the kind of challenges and opportunities when it comes to cross-border payments? Just if you could elaborate a little bit more on that.
Yeah, so right now often cross-border payments is going through something we call the correspondent banking network, which means that when you try to move money, it will actually move through several different intermediaries. And what that can mean is it's really slow and there's a cost at each stage. Yeah. So you might not know when that money is going to arrive at the recipient, you don't have that certainty or guarantee, and quite often as well the fees aren't transparent. So there might be some confusion and kind of spread in the FX. So it's a bit hard to work out exactly what you're paying. So Wise tries to change that by making it really clear and really transparent from the start when your money will be moving, making it move as quickly as possible. For around 50% of our transfers happen instantly, so you have that kind of guarantee, and also making it really clear in the breakdown to customers up front about how much the recipient will receive, but also how much you're paying too.
And perhaps you could also shine a light on some of the use cases for the incumbent institutions more generally.
Yeah, sure. So I think what was interesting is when Wise Platform started out, we sort of worked with a lot of the digital players, and it was really obvious if they wanted an international payment solution to maybe become something like Wise. I think as we've kind of grown and we've expanded our network, we're now starting to work with some of the larger banks, so regional players and even international banks starting to look at Wise Platform, what we're doing today, and they can basically improve some of the kind of customer journeys. So customer expectations changing a lot. We often see customers using Wise and they expect that quicker, much more low cost kind of transparent service, and they're starting to realise that actually they can leverage that by working with us.
Fantastic. And I mean, what's exciting for you in FinTech? I mean, what's next for the Wise platform?
So I think obviously a lot of the kind of talks have been around customer expectation. For us, that's a major driver. So we know that the world's becoming more international. We have people moving abroad. They expect to be able to bank internationally. They expect to be able to move countries and have that seamless experience. For Wise, that's an awesome opportunity. So we're going to be doing more of the same. We're going to be growing our own customer base, but doing more partnerships, both in the digital banking space and some of the really big traditional banks.
And what about geographically? Where are you going next?
So we have 3,000 employees basically spread across the whole world at the moment. I think we have 16 global offices, so we're growing pretty fast. I think our Asia and APAC team is really, really growing, so big hiring on that front. But ultimately, yes, more regional expansions, and we'll kind of grow our general service for customers, but also our teams in all those areas.